Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Washington Huskies, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So Washington's offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble.
The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And the point after is right down the middle. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. He pulls in the catch. That's a big game. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I'll tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
The Huskies are in the red zone now. Looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback dropping back. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second and goal for the offense. Looking to throw yet again. And he scores! Touchdown, Huskies. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And with the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the Huskies looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a win.
They trap him and sack him back at the 10. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. The defense playing a huge role here. They score, and suddenly we're tied with a conference championship on the line.
Wow, this is unbelievable drama right here. I just happen to be looking at the head coach when they created that turnover. He's running on the sideline almost like he's trying to chase the ball carrier into the end zone. Huge play and changes the momentum of this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. He'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this first down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about, that combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Pass caught, second down now.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, you pick up some big yards.
Makes a quick grab. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. The Huskies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Here's a handoff on a counter. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Good throw to the left. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, Washington. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Context as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Turner trying to create good field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Gives it to the back. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And the Huskies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. The offense really clicking here.
Boy, a really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and of course the last couple years with Michael Penix.
Play action here on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. An inside give now from the shotgun. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
They'll run it from the gun. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A 2nd down after that completion. They'll hand it off. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. And then first down right back to the running game. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. Will be first down and goal. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. The Buckeyes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point.
Offense back onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away after picking up a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry-up. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They've got him down out near the 40.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarter.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds, a solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. And the Huskies' offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's escaping the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. On the run here, lets it go. Caught quickly. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The Huskies trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington.
We give all the credit here to the play caller for this touchdown pass. First and goal from the 1 yard line. Everybody expecting run. Instead, you throw it. Pays off for a touchdown.
BiG is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
Here we go.
Back in motion now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he runs it in there. The 2-point conversion puts them on top by a point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten championship. Couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And the Huskies will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget, Kurt.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Huskies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And he's got it again. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The offense going with the hurry-up. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. And the Huskies will bring their punt team on the field now. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And tackled after a small pickup there. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No chance to catch him. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
And they tack on the extra point. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Banks. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Handoff to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. And at first down, they go right back to him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. A quick throw out left, complete. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Caught in the flat by the running back. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker. That completion makes it 2nd down.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Looking to chuck it again. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The linebacker shifting around now. They'll run it here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense in hurry-up mode. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The back's got it. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Throws a stiff arm. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. And the Huskies will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And the same runner's got it again.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've converted both third down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Caught behind the line. It's Banks. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. It's a run. Running back's got it. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. Here comes the point after attempt. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, yeah, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? Handoff from the shotgun. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down and distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The shotgun running play call. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball to 31. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. They talk strategy here. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Running with purpose. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Crucial third down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks like he's going to run it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid gain.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it.
Just a critical error here by this offense late in the game.
Second, the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. The Buckeyes have first and 10 here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, drops back, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, and the beatdown continues.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Now he just comes up and spikes it to stop the clock. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. And it's the defense who stops the clock now with 17 seconds remaining. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. First down. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Here's the 2nd down play.
Get set, get set.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Here, when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.